2020 జేఈఈ మెయిన్ ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా అన్ని కేటగిరీస్లు 18, 35, 251, 253, 582, 606, 778, 780, 812, 821, 1031, 1039, 1303, 1575, 1654, 1753, 1754, 1978 ర్యాంకులే కాక మరెన్నో ఉత్తమ ఫలితాలు సాధించిన విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Good morning students. Today our topic is biomolecules, new chapter biomolecules. Biomolecules, especially living organisms, living organisms living organism is made of some organs, living organism is made of some organs. Now these organs are made of some type of tissues, tissues made of group of cells. Cell is made by cellular organelles. Okay, now the cell is made from formed from biomolecules. Here biomolecules are carbohydrates, vitamins, hormones, lipids and nucleic acids. Okay, so living organism is made of some organs made of some type of tissues made from group of cells. Cell is made by cellular organelles. The cell is formed from biomolecules. Best example is carbohydrates, vitamins, hormones, lipids and nucleic acids. Okay, living organism is made of some organs made of some type of tissues formed from group of cells. Cell is made by cellular organelles. The cell is formed from biomolecules. Biomolecules means carbohydrates, vitamins, hormones, lipids and nucleic acids. Now these biomolecules play an important role in biochemical reactions. So here biomolecules they play important role in biochemical reactions. Okay, biomolecules play an important role biomolecules play an important role in biochemical reactions. Okay, in biochemical reactions. Biomolecules play an important role in biochemical reactions. Now these biochemical reactions takes place. These biochemical reactions takes place. These biochemical reactions takes place at body temperature. Okay, the biochemical reactions takes place at body temperature and 1 atmospheric pressure and neutral solutions. Neutral solutions means pH is equal to 7. Okay, so biomolecules play an important role in biochemical reactions. These biochemical reactions takes place at body temperature and 1 atmospheric pressure and a neutral solution, that is pH is equal to 7. Okay, now the metabolic reactions takes place. Metabolic reactions takes place in human body by exergonic reactions with delta G greater than 0. Some metabolic reactions takes place in human body by exergonic reactions with delta G is greater than 0. Delta G value greater than 0 means they are forbidden reactions. But all these reactions takes place with certain exergonic reactions. This is endergonic reaction. Delta G is greater than 0 means endergonic reaction, forbidden reaction. But all these reactions takes place by exergonic reactions. Exergonic reaction, and delta G is less than 0. Delta G is less than 0 means they are allowed reactions. Okay, it is a forbidden reaction, but it is allowed reaction. Play an important role in biochemical reactions. They play an important role in biochemical reactions. These biochemical reactions takes place at body temperature and 1 atmospheric pressure, neutral solution pH 7. Now metabolic reactions takes place in human body by endergonic reactions with delta G is greater than 0. Delta G greater than 0 means delta G value positive. Delta G value positive means that is forbidden reaction. So endergonic delta G is greater than 0. But all these reactions takes place by exergonic reaction with delta G is less than 0. Delta G less than 0 means delta G value is negative. Delta G value negative means that is spontaneous. So therefore, all metabolic reactions maximum takes place by exergonic with delta G value is less than 0. Okay, so this is the introduction about biomolecules. in the cells glucose oxidized to carbon dioxide. Okay, in the cells glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide. Glucose C6H12O6, it is on treatment with oxygen, gives rise to 6 moles of CO2 plus 6 moles of water. In this reaction, carbon oxidation number is 0 oxidation number. Here carbon oxidation number is +4. So 0 to +4 means this is oxidation reaction. So in the cells, glucose is oxidized to carbon dioxide. Glucose carbon oxidation number 0, in carbon dioxide carbon oxidation number +4. 0 to +4 means increase in oxidation number. Oxidation number increases, that is oxidation reaction. Okay, this reaction is the reverse of photosynthesis reaction. It is the reverse of photosynthesis reaction. It is the reverse of photosynthesis reaction. Okay, completely it is the reverse of photosynthesis reaction. Right, now we are discussing about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates means carbon, hydrogen and oxygen containing compounds. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen containing compounds are called as carbohydrates. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen containing compounds. Old definition for carbohydrates. These are the hydrates of carbon. Carbohydrates means the compounds which are the hydrates of carbon are called as carbohydrates. Compounds of hydrates of carbon. The compounds of hydrates of carbon are called as carbohydrates. Okay, what is the meaning of carbohydrates? Old definition: compounds of hydrates of carbon or simply hydrates of carbon are called as carbohydrates. Okay, this is the old definition. Their general formula, carbohydrates general formula is CxH2O taken Y. CxH2O taken Y or CnH2O taken M. Here where X equal to number of carbons, Y is equal to number of water molecules. X is equals to number of carbons, X equal to number of carbons and Y is equals to number of water molecules. Okay, this is the general formula of carbohydrates. CxH2O taken Y, CnH2O taken M. The compounds which are having the formula, general formula CxH2O taken Y, they are considered as carbohydrates. For example, if you take glucose, example glucose. Glucose molecular formula is C6H12O6. Okay, its general formula is C6H2O taken 6. Okay, this is the general formula, C6H2O taken 6. CxH2O taken by formula. That's why it is considered as carbohydrate. Carbon with hydrate. So here this is carbon atom. Around this carbon atom, water molecules are present. H2O. Here H2O. This is H2O molecule. So hydrates of carbon. These are the hydrates. So hydrates of carbon are called as carbohydrates. Their general formula CxH2O taken by X means number of carbons, Y means number of water molecules. The compounds which are having CxH2O taken by formula are considered as carbohydrates. Best example is glucose. Glucose general formula C6H2O taken 6. Similarly, one more example is sucrose. Here sucrose C12H22O11. Its general formula is C12H2O taken 11. Okay, this carbon is surrounded by 6 moles of water molecules. In sucrose, 12 carbons surrounded by 11 moles of water molecules. So that means what happened here? Hydrates of carbon. Here hydrate, carbon, hydrate, carbon. Hydrates of carbon are called as carbohydrates. This is the old definition. But some of the compounds are not a carbohydrates even though they are follows the formula like CxH2O taken by. So therefore here the compounds, some of the compounds are some of the compounds are having formula like CxH2O taken Y, but they are not belongs to carbohydrates. Okay, for example, if you take formaldehyde HCHO, formaldehyde, formula HCHO. So its general formula is GF is CH2O, 1 carbon and 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen, CH2O. Okay, this is similar to CxH2O taken by formula, but it is not a carbohydrate. It is a aldehydic molecule. Formaldehyde molecule, it follows the general formula like CxH2O taken by. Okay, but it is not a carbohydrate. So your general formula is CxH2O taken by, but it is not a carbohydrate. That means here carbohydrate definition is a wrong definition. Okay, the hydrates of carbon is called as carbohydrates. That is the wrong definition. Why? Because some of the compounds are follows CxH2O taken by formula, but they are not a carbohydrates. And one more example is acetic acid. Acetic acid CH3COOH, acetic acid Your general formula is C2H2O taken twice. C2H2O taken twice. Here it is also follows same CxH2O taken by, but it is a acid but not a carbohydrates. So by observing these two examples, carbohydrates definition is a wrong definition. Okay, hydrates of carbon is the wrong definition. Why? Because some of the compounds are not a carbohydrates even though they are follows CxH2O taken by formula. And some carbohydrates are not follows CxH2O taken by. Few carbohydrates does not follows CxH2O taken by formula. CxH2O taken by formula. Okay, even though they are carbohydrates. Best example is rhamnose. Rhamnose is the best example. Okay, rhamnose C6H12O5. Okay, for this carbohydrates CxH2O taken by formula is not possible. General formula CxH2O taken by is not follows even though it is a carbohydrates. So some of the carbohydrates does not follow CxH2O taken by, and some of the compounds are follows CxH2O taken by but they are not a carbohydrates. So by observing these two examples, old definition for carbohydrates is wrong definition, that is the hydrates of carbon is the wrong definition. So new definition or modern definition for carbohydrates is modern definition for carbohydrates. Modern definition for carbohydrates is optically active polyhydroxy aldehydes are ketones. Aldehydes are called as carbohydrates. Okay, what is the meaning of carbohydrates? So modern definition for carbohydrates is optically active polyhydroxy aldehydes and ketones are called as carbohydrates. Optically active means chiral carbon containing compounds. Polyhydroxy, more number of OH groups. Aldehydes are ketones, aldehyde group or ketonic group is present. So optically active polyhydroxy aldehydes and ketones are called as carbohydrates. Okay, most of the sugars are sweeter in taste. Hence most of the carbohydrates are sweeter in taste, hence they are called as saccharides. They are called as saccharides. Okay, saccharides means most of the sugars are sweeter in taste or sweet in taste, hence they are called as saccharides. Okay, carbohydrates are also called as saccharides because of they are sweet in taste, sweeter in taste. Okay, this is the definition for carbohydrates. Then how to classify the carbohydrates? Classification of carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. Classification of carbohydrates. Yes, classification. Carbohydrates are mainly classified into two types. One is sugars, second one is non-sugars. Okay, sugars and non-sugars. Carbohydrates are mainly classified into two categories, sugars and non-sugars. Now these sugars based on reducing property, based on reducing nature, sugars are mainly classified into two types: reducing sugars and the second one is non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. And one more classification, these sugars are mainly classified into two categories. Number one is monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. Monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. Now these monosaccharides further classified into two categories. There are aldoses and ketoses. Now these oligosaccharides further divide into disaccharides, trisaccharides and tetrasaccharides. Okay, these non-sugars are also called as polysaccharides. These are also called as polysaccharides. Now further, these aldoses and ketoses. Aldoses and ketoses. Now these aldoses and ketoses are classified into trioses, tetroses, pentoses and hexoses. Here also same, ketoses are also further classified into trioses, tetroses, pentoses and hexoses. Okay, this is the classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are mainly classified into two categories, sugars and non-sugars. Non-sugars are also called as polysaccharides. Next, based on reducing nature, the sugars are classified into two types, reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Now further second classification, sugars are divided into two types, monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. Monosaccharides further divided into aldoses and ketoses. Aldoses means aldehydic functional group containing compounds. Ketoses means keto group containing compounds, ketoses. Now further this oligosaccharides classified into disaccharides, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides. Aldoses and ketoses further classified into trioses, tetroses, pentoses and hexoses. Okay, so this is the classification of carbohydrates. Now what are the differences between sugars and non-sugars? Okay, so one by one. Differences between sugars and non-sugars. Differences between sugars and non-sugars. Differences between sugars and non-sugars. Yes, sugars and non-sugars. Okay, what is the main difference between sugars and non-sugars? Sugars, these are crystalline form. Non-sugars are amorphous form, amorphous state, crystalline and amorphous. Sugars are crystalline in structure, non-sugars amorphous. Sugars are soluble in water. These are soluble in waters. Okay. Non-sugars are insoluble in water, but some of the non-sugars forms colloidal suspension with water. Insoluble in water, soluble in water. Sugars are sweet in taste. Now these are tasteless. Okay, tasteless. Okay, these are the main differences between sugars and non-sugars. Sugars are crystalline state, non-sugars are amorphous state. Sugars soluble in water, non-sugars insoluble in water, but few non-sugars are forms colloidal suspension with water, and sugars are sweet in taste, non-sugars are tasteless. Okay, these are the main differences between sugars and non-sugars. Right, then go for reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. What is the meaning of reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars? Yes, first of all, reducing sugars. Okay, reducing sugars. Reducing sugars means the sugars which are reduced by Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent are called as reducing sugars. Okay, the sugars which are reduces Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent. Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent are called as reducing sugars. Okay, what is the meaning of reducing sugar? The sugars which are reduces Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent are called as reducing sugars. Best example is glucose, fructose. Note, all monosaccharides and disaccharides, except sucrose, all monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing sugars. Okay, you must remember this one. All monosaccharides and disaccharides are reducing sugars except sucrose. These reducing sugars exhibits mutarotation. They are exhibits mutarotation. Okay, mutarotation means specific rotation changes with change in time. Specific rotation changes with change in time is called as mutarotation. Here reducing sugars exhibits mutarotation. So detailed study in further classes mutarotation. So they are exhibits mutarotation. And also another one is these reducing sugars forms wasazone with phenyletazine. They are forms wasazone with phenyletazine. Wasazone formation with phenyletazine. And non-reducing sugars. Non-reducing sugars means the sugars which are not reduces Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent are called as non-reducing sugars. So your non-reducing sugars, best example is sucrose. Sucrose is the best example for non-reducing sugar. Okay, the sugars which are not reduces Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent are called as non-reducing sugars. Example is sucrose. Sucrose is the best example for non-reducing sugar. Okay, non-reducing sugar. Next, they are not exhibits mutarotation. Reducing sugars exhibits mutarotation, but here non-reducing sugars are not exhibits mutarotation. What is the meaning of mutarotation? Mutarotation means specific rotation changes with change in time. Specific rotation changes with change in time is called as mutarotation. So your non-reducing sugars are not exhibits mutarotation, and they are not forms wasazone with phenyletazine. These are not forms wasazone with phenyletazine. They are not forms oximes they are not forms oximes with hydroxylamine, and aldehydes are not having free aldehyde group at C1 carbon. Ketones are not having keto group at C2 carbon. Not having, here also same, not having free aldehyde group and ketone group at C1 and C2 carbons. These are the main differences between reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. What is the meaning of non-reducing sugar? The sugars which are not reduces, Tollens reagent and Fehling's reagent are called as non-reducing sugars. Best example is sucrose is the non-reducing sugar, and non-reducing sugars are not exhibits meta-reduction, and non-reducing sugars does not forms vasozone with phenylalanine, and non-reducing sugars does not forms oximes with hydroxylamine, and aldoses and ketones are not having free aldehyde group and ketone group at C1 and C2 carbons in non-reducing sugars. Okay, these are the main differences between reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. And monosaccharides. What is the meaning of monosaccharides?